Hello, and welcome back to English by Speaking. In the last episode, Emma met Ben for the first time. Everything felt normal at first. But this evening, something changes. Let's continue the story.
Emma stood in the doorway and looked at the man in front of her. He was tall, with dark brown hair and calm, kind eyes. He smiled politely, but his smile felt careful, as if he was hiding something. The moment their eyes met, Emma felt her heart beat faster. It surprised her. She did not expect this feeling, and she did not understand it, but she could not ignore it. This was Ben, Daniel's friend, the man he spoke about with pride. Daniel looked relaxed and happy when he introduced them. He talked about Ben's success at work and how much he deserved it. He laughed and used his hands when he spoke. Ben, however, was quiet. He listened more than he spoke. He answered politely, but his voice stayed low and controlled. Emma noticed small details. Ben kept his jacket on even though the apartment was warm. He held his phone in his hand instead of putting it away. Sometimes his eyes moved to the window, then back to the room. The apartment felt different now. It was still familiar, still safe, but something had changed. A quiet tension filled the space. When Ben looked around, his eyes stopped on a photo on the shelf. It was an old picture of Emma's father. The moment Ben saw it, his face became serious. It lasted only a second, then he looked away. Emma noticed. Her stomach tightened. She felt sure this was important. Daniel did not see it. He continued talking, smiling, trying to make the evening warm and normal. He wanted this meeting to be simple. As time passed, Ben became more distant. He checked his phone again and again. Once, Emma saw his hand shake slightly. Later, Daniel said it was time to leave for the celebration they had already planned. As they were getting ready, he paused and looked at Emma. He smiled and said there was no reason for her to stay at home. He told her she should come too. Emma was surprised by the invitation. She hesitated for a moment, but something inside her told her to say yes. So they left the apartment together. Outside, the town looked peaceful. The streets were quiet. The houses stood still in the evening light. But Emma did not feel calm. Across the street, a dark car was parked. The lights were off. Ben noticed it immediately and slowed his steps. Inside the bar, soft music played. People talked and laughed around them. But Ben did not relax. When Daniel went to the bar to order drinks, Ben turned toward Emma.
You feel it too, don't you?
Feel what?
That something here is wrong.
Yes, I felt it as soon as you arrived. I didn't know why at first, I just felt it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? I mean, sorry for what exactly?
For bringing this into your life. I didn't want that.
Bringing what? You keep saying that, but what do you mean?
Trouble. Real trouble, not the small kind.
Are you in danger? You don't have to answer fast.
Yes, I am. And it's not new.
Then why are you here? Why come now?
Because I didn't expect to meet you. I really didn't. If I had known, I would have stayed away.
That doesn't sound safe for you or for me.
It isn't. Nothing about this is safe anymore.
Should I be afraid? Right now, I mean.
I don't want you to be afraid. I really don't. That's why you need to stay away from me.
I don't understand. You say that, but you don't explain anything.
I know. I know it doesn't make sense, and I'm sorry for that too. I wish I could say more.
Daniel returned before Emma could say more. He smiled, holding 3 drinks, unaware of the heavy silence he was stepping into. For a brief moment, everything seemed normal again. Emma tried to breathe. Why does it feel like something just broke? She thought. Then Ben's phone vibrated. Once. Then again. Ben looked down at the screen. The color slowly left his face. His body went still, as if he had stopped breathing for a second. Emma watched him closely. This is not a normal message, she thought. This is not just work. He stood up too quickly, the chair scraping softly against the floor. He said he had to go. He did not smile. He did not explain. Daniel looked up, surprised. He asked what was wrong. He said they had just arrived. Emma felt a strange tightness in her chest. Don't go, she thought. Please don't go like this. Ben shook his head. He said it was urgent. That was all. Daniel was confused and clearly disappointed. He tried to joke, to slow the moment down, but Ben was already stepping back. Before leaving, Ben turned to Emma one last time. Their eyes met. His expression was serious, almost sad, as if he wanted to say something more, but knew he couldn't. Then he left. The door closed behind him, and the sound felt louder than it should have. Too final. That wasn't goodbye, Emma told herself. It can't be. The rest of the evening passed slowly. Daniel talked, but his words felt distant to Emma. She nodded at the right moments, but she wasn't really there. Her thoughts stayed with Ben, with his face, with his warning. Stay away, she repeated in her mind. Why would he say that? Later that night, Emma walked home alone. The town felt different now. The streets seemed longer than before. The shadows between the houses felt deeper. Every sound made her turn her head. Footsteps, a car engine, a door closing somewhere far away. Am I being paranoid, or is something really following me now? When she finally reached her apartment, she unlocked the door carefully. She stepped inside and turned on the light. Then she stopped. On the table, there was a white envelope. Her heart dropped. No, she thought, not again. It was placed neatly, as if someone had taken time to put it there. It looked exactly like the first one. Her name was written in careful letters. Emma Carter. Her hands trembled as she picked it up. She already knew it was not a coincidence. This is not random, she thought. This is personal. She opened the envelope slowly. Inside, there was only one sentence. Stay away from Ben. Emma sat down without realizing it. Her legs felt weak. They know, she thought. Someone knows about him, about me. Her heart was beating hard in her chest. The room felt smaller now, the silence heavier. Outside, she heard a car door close, then an engine started. Emma stayed very still. In that moment, she understood something clearly. This was not just a love story, not a strange coincidence, not a misunderstanding. This was a warning, and whatever had begun, it was already moving closer.
This was part 3 of the story. Thank you for listening and spending this time with it. The story will continue very soon in part 4. See you there!